things on Netflix, right? They, it's interesting. I've been doing a bit of digging on Netflix because you don't necessarily expect the dark corners of Netflix to turn up like gems, but they do. There's a lot of cool stuff on there if you dig around. And I found something exceptional, which I never expected to see, let alone well presented. If you're into nuke dramas, which I am, as a child of the 80s, of course, you need to check out Testament, which is available on Netflix right now. It's the nuclear drama that really slipped under the radar in the shadow of Threads and The Day After. This was a movie that was produced for PBS, but Paramount thought that it was so good, they took it up and gave it a limited theatrical release in the US. I don't know if it is really a cinematic kind of movie, but it's certainly very, very beautifully shot and very well acted and very well written. The thing that distinguishes this movie from other dramas of the sort is that there's very little in the way of physical catastrophe. A flash of light in someone's living room and a family huddling down, and the rest of it is just kind of the drama of entropy. Things look normal at first. I think there was a line in the movie. Jane Alexander plays the central character, a mother who's trying to keep her family together in spite of the fact that they're all going to die, and they know it and she knows it. And she has a line early on in the movie, an overdubbed line, something like, "Everything's the same, but everything felt unreal." And that's a really good overview of the tone of this movie. It's not quite a nightmare. It feels like a disturbing dream. Things seeg slowly into despair and darkness and entropy almost imperceptibly, which is, of course, the real horror of nuclear conflict. You know, it's not the devastation, because devastation is quite glamorous in cinematic terms, right? But what you have here is people coping with the death assignment of fallout. In that situation, you might find yourself emotionally brutalized. So you just go through the routine of carting one body after another out of the house into the front, where there are no waste disposal people anymore to take care of it, and the landscape suddenly changes. Well, I say suddenly, the landscape gradually changes from a sunny suburban environment into a banal piling up of rubbish and of corpses. It's great. I mean, don't think from what I'm saying that it's that depressing. It really isn't. I mean, it's melancholy, but it's not graphic. It's not like Threads or anything. You're not gonna come away from this movie feeling wounded, you know. But it's really worth checking out. It's a really good bit of play. I don't know how long it's going to be on Netflix for, so do check it out while it's there if you're into that kind of thing. A real gem. We're really lucky to have it available to see, so do check that out.